Okay, Sky, so who do we have in the studio this morning?
The Honorable. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Honorable Delasoa
Yeah, I'm honored to be here.
is the MP for Kpando.
Please.
It's good. This is the first time I've spoken to you in person. I think we've spoken on phone,
We have.
but we haven't had you in the studio.
Wisdom.
You are welcome.
Fine.
You.
So, how long have you been MP for Kpando, by the way?
This is my
10th year.
10th.
So you are in your third term.
I'm my third term.
Where does Kpando constituency start from, and where does it end?
It starts from Soviet,
Okay.
and then it goes all the way to Dafotonu,
Okay.
bordering Nkunya,
Wow.
and then it goes to Befi, bordering Afajato.
Afajato. Okay. And then on the left.
We have the lake.
So does the lake border the whole constituency?
No, it doesn't. It borders a portion of it. But we have a lot of island communities
Within Kpando constituency.
within Kpando constituency.
So the lake is close to the southern part of Kpando.
It is.
All right. So I'm just doing some geography here right now. So the Volta Lake starts all the way from the north.
Yeah.
So a sizable chunk of your constituency is bordered by the Volta Lake.
It is. And not only bordered by the Volta Lake, we actually have communities on islands
Who are in Kpando?
in Kpando within the Volta Lake.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So I see. Just to that's a good geographical lesson there. And can you name some of the communities close to the water?
Yeah.
In the
So
Kpando
we
constituency?
have Soviet Tonu.
Soviet Tonu.
We have Toko, Kpando Toko.
Okay.
We have Debi Debi.
Debi.
Yeah. Lomnava.
Okay.
And then Bope,
Hey.
Aveti Kope.
Okay.
Then we have Agbenohwe.
Wow.
And then we have Dafo. Dafo Tonu.
Dafotonu.
And then even Fesi part of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you also have island
We
communities.
have island communities, several island communities. We have Ajabuso, Bio,
Hey,
Kusekope,
Charlie.
Semplekpo,
Wow.
Ijopo,
And by Po they mean hill.
Fanti.
Po.
No, Po also means island
Ah,
in a way.
Po
Yeah,
means island. Po
yeah,
also means, of course, a land that is.
yeah.
Wow.
Then we have Gabiko. We have
Gabiko.
Po. Then we have Fante Kope.
Fantekope. Wow.
To mention a few.
I see. Now, what has been the effect of the Volta Lake's rise on some of these communities?
In fact, it's been very terrible, and the impact in Kpando started way before now. I mean,
Oh, okay.
from January, the rise was so bad that our Pontoon London site was completely submerged. I mean, people's shops and things were completely submerged. Those along the lake. So we had the impact much earlier.
Even before the
Even
spillage.
before the spillage, but the spillage
Wow.
just made it worse, if I should put it that way.
But how come it's not being captured? I
You
didn't
see,
hear anything
the
about
narrative.
Kpando.
The narrative has been like downstream, but
Okay.
we upstream also suffered immensely. But the narrative by the media has been
By me and Richard Sky.
exactly by the two of you
There are radio stations in Kpando.
and others. Yes. So the narrative has been like it's the downstream people who suffered most. But I mean, a lot
So
of
just
our
to be clear,
people-
your people started feeling the effects even before the spillage.
even before the spillage.
So in
I
a sense, the rise of the water affected you. So the spillage was supposed to be a relief to you
no,
because you don't spill it.
I don't know. I mean,
In a low tide from the sea, it's supposed to
Yeah,
be a relief.
because
But
if the
high
water
tide-
is spilled, then you are okay.
No, here's the thing. You see,
Yeah.
we dammed the Volta River around the Antipoko area, right? So that holds water.
Which rises the lake
you understand,
level.
which ideally should flow straight to the sea.
Yeah,
at
it doesn't.
Anyangwe thereabout.
Yes.
By holding it back, the tide goes up. You know, the water level goes up. And when it goes up and we are still holding it up, it goes into people's homes. And that is how they got affected.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find out. So you're saying even prior to the spillage, the level had risen.
It had risen. I mean,
what she's saying is that if they had started the spilling earlier,
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
it would have been better for them.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Then you'd have done it gradually, and the impact we have now wouldn't have been. But this is like a panic situation. It's like people were sleeping on the job. They didn't know what to do. Suddenly, the integrity of the dam is at stake. Go ahead and spill. So quickly they are spilling. You know, it's
But
like...
they waited for... So if they started spilling much earlier and they
Yes.
started spilling in a more systematic way,
Exactly.
the flooding upstream wouldn't have happened.
It wouldn't have
And the
happened.
downstream flooding may not have been the same as well.
Exactly. I mean, even the downstream may not have been affected at all. Maybe we upstream would have just seen the water level rising, our land going as it normally does, and that would have been it. But because they didn't spill at the right time, so now everybody is affected. And then downstream, also they are affected because of the volumes of water, you know, coming down, finding its way wherever it will go, and that's what has happened.
So just elaborate a bit on the places, and you mentioned the place, but you were talking about what happened. So is it like the whole community submerged, or just like houses flooded?
We have communities completely submerged.
Really?
Those, the island communities, some are completely submerged.
Wow.
And I don't think they can habit the place again. I was saying that, you know, if I took you on a lake journey to some of our communities on the islands, if we left Kpando Toko, say 6 a.m., visiting 3 islands, spending 30 minutes per island, we'll come back 6 p.m.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's on a normal day.
That's on a normal
Then
day.
there are that many.
No,
No, I'm
islands.
Just 3
how
islands.
much-
So
how much
if we
the
left
water
Kpando
has
Toko
taken
at
our
6
land.
o'clock today,
Yes.
and we're visiting how many islands?
3.
We'll come back at 6 p.m.
And spending only 30
30
minutes
minutes
there.
per island.
Really?
Yes.
That's 1.5 hour journey.
Do they? Why?
The
What?
rest of the day is
One and a
gone.
half hour journey.
Yeah, I mean, all put together,
Wait,
if it's 30 minutes.
What we use a
No,
pontoon? What we
Spend
use?
30
30
minutes.
minutes.
On
When
land.
you
okay,
get to the
land.
by way of
So it means the
business.
islands are far apart.
They are far apart.
And what device we use? We use a canoe or
It's a
is it-
canoe we use.
isn't
With
there
society.
like isn't there like a proper isn't there a proper don't you have a motorboat?
Bernard.
And we use
A canoe.
Akro.
A canoe
We call it
which is
akro.
paddled.
No, I mean before it used to be paddle, but now fortunately they are
The society, yeah. The outboard motors.
outboard motors.
So it will go a bit faster.
It go a bit faster. So we are
But
using
at times
an
it
outboard
breaks
motor.
down midstream.
Serious.
Yes, why do you think these boat disasters happen? It breaks down mystery.
How big is the vessel?
Well, some vessels can take 100 people. So,
So,
when you hear all these boat disasters that people
Are
have
there schools
died-
on the island?
Are there what?
Schools on the
Yes,
island?
there are some schools on the
Hospitals
island.
on the island?
Maybe like a makeshift.
So it means a lot of people,
Health
if
center.
they need proper help, they have to come
They have to come to
Kpando Toko and then drive to Kpando.
Yeah, Kpando Toko. There's a health post at Kpando Toko. One is affected, but the one uphill is okay.
Wow, this is serious. This is pretty serious stuff.
Yeah.
Are there ballot boxes on those islands? Do people vote?
No.
So how do they vote?
We have to ferry those who are willing
To come to Kpando
to
Toko.
come to Kpando Toko to vote.
So can you give us a sense of how many people have been affected in your constituency
In
by
my
the flooding?
constituency, the household heads of household will be 700 plus.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah, that's heads of
heads of households.
Yeah, and then so
Wow.
if you
So then when you multiply by 3 or 4 or
by
5,
3 or 4, it gives you a fair idea.
and if you say affected, it means what? Houses submerged or just
some
temporarily
houses
dislocated?
completely submerged, some temporarily dislocated. I mean, things
Wow.
like that.
Wow.
Yeah, livelihoods, and you know, our part of the lake had some of the biggest fish farms with the cages. So I mean,
So all wiped
all,
in a
all
day.
gone, all gone.
So I'm looking at the map and I'm seeing Dafo,
Yeah.
Agbenohwe,
Yes.
Avetikofe,
Yes.
Kpando
Debbie.
Togome,
Uh-huh.
also known as Agame,
Uh-huh.
and then Kpando Toko itself.
Yeah.
Even Soviet is not that far from the lake, actually.
no.
Soviet New Town,
Yeah. So we don't know.
Soviet Tonu. Tonu, of course, Tonu is near the water. Tonu. So about 7 people. Okay, so Samens, how did the MP get here? How did you get? Because so far we've been focused on, our effort has been focused from
From downstream.
Asojaman to
Yeah.
Ketu South.
Yeah.
Last week I was in Ketu South, Keta and Anglo with the gentleman. We've done the 3 stones. We've done Shai Osudoku. We've also gone to Esuojaman. So you're actually the first upstream, I call you upstream.
Yeah.
Upstream MP who's come on the show to say this. How did you?
Auntie Della called us.
Oh, she reached out to you.
She reached out to us and
I hope you're not going to say that part.
It was a distress call.
oh no! I mean, she reached out to us and
Wow.
And the rest is history.
Wow.
You know, she spoke to me and she didn't know it was me.
Yeah.
You know, she was talking to, but, you know.
Don't talk about the coke.
You
the
just
Coke and Fanta
you
part.
just picked the phone and called. So you didn't have his number.
No, I didn't.
Somebody, okay.
That's when you thought the Coke and Fanta part.
I see.
Auntie Della's wedding in 1987, I drank about 12 bottles of Fanta and Coke.
1987.
87, 88, yeah, about 88,
I
yeah.
was in hunger.
No, but it was free for everything. Man.
But what were you doing at her wedding?
But she's here.
Did you know her before that?
Of course.
Okay. So you drank coke at her wedding. I see. So for an MP to reach out, it means that obviously you've heard about what Citi is doing.
Yeah.
And the impact the campaign has had.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you haven't received any help since the...
We have received help from former President Mahama
Okay.
and then from Ibrahim Mahama.
What about Nadmo?
Oh, please.
Oh, haven't you got anything at all?
No.
But do we have Nadbo people there?
We have NADMO people there. I mean, they come and take the statistics.
And what have they told you so far?
Oh, they are coming. We'll hear
Oh,
from
then they are coming. If they said they are coming, then they are coming.
Have they come to take? Have they come to take data?
Yes.
They've come to take data.
They've come take some data.
So they are aware. So they are aware of the situation.
Yes, they
Just
are
that they
aware
haven't
of it.
brought.
Yeah.
But what kind of things do you need?
We need a lot. We need a lot. I mean, for the immediate needs are like medical,
Okay.
clothing, maybe like mattresses, food. I don't know.
So basically, to get them relief in the immediate aftermath of
Yes.
their displacement,
Yes.
do you think they can go back to their houses?
Oh, some of them no. I mean, some houses are completely broken down. Some of them, I wouldn't advise anybody to even go back to those
so they will need
places.
new places to live.
They'll need new places to live.
Wow, but that's serious. So 700 families.
Yeah, over
affected
700. Yeah.
in your constituency.
Yeah.
So what are we giving them? I'm told that there's a package that has been put together for the a truck to be sent to. I think you have gotten some of your assemblymen to come.
Yes,
to
I've
collect.
gotten one Honorable Harrison Ahutovi called Baba. He's been very, very good. I mean, he's been calling around, doing videos and sending.
An assemblyman.
An assemblyman.
Wow.
So I asked him to come. So he'll join us. And
So his what's the name of his assembly or
Toko electoral area.
because in this work we've realized assemblymen are so critical.
They are critical.
We've been dealing with assemblymen throughout,
They are critical.
particularly the ones who have been able to compile the list.
Yeah.
They'll give you the household head, the number of men and women.
Yeah.
Incredible work they've done. So maybe we should think carefully who we choose assemblymen later on. So he's on his way from Kpando to come and collect
he's
the
on his way
items.
from Kpando. He left 3 a.m., but apparently there's a lot of traffic
On the road.
on the road.
So he will manage the distribution because he knows the people.
Yeah, but I'll supervise.
You supervise
yeah,
it. So what are some of the things we are sending to the place?
So we I've been talking to Auntie Della for some time, and what she says is that look, is the livelihood swept off. Anything that will help them get a certain sense of being, where they can lay their heads, what they'll eat, where they'll, all the things that we require. So we quickly put together a truck, a load of items, food, rice, maize, beans, biscuits, drinks, and then as usual we added the what do you call it, charcoal. We have bankudade, and then we have
Class Elega.
we have
Yeah,
Babudade. We have co-pot. We have the pot itself. That they say, you know.
So
we
sauce
have-
like
Yeah, that they say. I don't even know whether there's English name for that. They say.
English-
As for that they say, the English put this it.
Cooking pot.
You know, we have clothes, we have tomatoes, we have canned fish, oil, mosquito nets, sugar, cereals, toilet roll, mattresses. We have
Yes.
blankets, we have buckets, and then you know, still counting. But so the truck is ready to move. We have antiseptic detergents,
Wow.
water, laundry soap, you know, and something between 45 and 50,000 cedis it cost us to do this.
wonderful.
Yeah, so
Is it the kind of thing you want to see in the
Yeah, I
donation?
mean, I'm very humbled. I'm very grateful and thankful, and I thank God that we are changing the narrative from only the downstream communities to us also upstream, and this is a good start. The people of Kpando be forever grateful to Citi FM for this wonderful thing.
Great
we are,
stuff.
We are great. We are grateful.
So, Sames, I think you will have to go outside and
then
do the presentation whilst we wait for that. Is that assemblyman? Oh, okay, let me talk to him. So the assemblyman for, is it, what's the name of the place?
Kpando Toko.
Kpando Toko is
Yeah.
wearing a cowboy hat.
yeah.
His MP will introduce him.
So I'm
So,
introducing
the assemblyman is here.
assemblyman for Kpando Toko,
Kpando Toko.
Honorable Harrison Ahutovi, aka Baba.
Charlie.
So he gave me the household.
Harrison
700.
Ahutovi, aka Baba. Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
How are you? It is alleged that your name is Harrison. Is it
Yes,
true?
yes.
Is your name? How long have you been assemblyman for that place?
This is my first time.
This is your first time. Can you tell us about the situation in that area in terms of the flooding?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I want to use this opportunity to thank the management of Citi FM
Straight.
because I was told I will be here and some interview will be granted.
Yes. The interview is actually happening.
Yeah,
Yes.
because of the traffic.
And that's why you came a bit
I
late.
have at least
So what time did you
Are you
leave?
coming from Kpando Street?
Yeah, from
Jesus.
Kpando Toko.
Kpando Toko.
Yeah.
So you took a car from Kpando Toko to Kpando and then Kpando to Accra.
Yeah,
What time did you leave?
3 o'clock.
3
Hey!
a.m.
3 a.m.
And you now got here.
Yeah.
How is the road like?
Oh, normal, but
It's normal.
it's only the traffic that
Traffic that worry you small. Did you use Tema or you use Dodowa?
We use Tema.
You use Tema. So through the motorway.
Yeah.
I see. Welcome.
Thank you.
What did the flooding do to your people?
It wasn't easy at all.
Uh,
When we talk about the flood issue in my area, and then even the constituency, it's not easy. About 780 something
Oh.
household have been destroyed.
over
With a
700.
whole lot of farmlands, and then our island communities.
Over 780.
Yeah, that's a calculation. I did all those calculations from the island to the.
So those whose houses have been displaced, where are they? Are they staying with friends, with family?
Yeah,
Where are they?
we managed and then we share them to some of the members who had excess rooms. Some are even sleeping outside.
Oh, someone sleeping outside.
Yeah.
Was any school building or market destroyed, or this is just houses?
Okay, as for market, part of market destroyed, like Fishmongers Association, where they smoke their fishes, also submerged. Churches, and then
Churches
pens, animal pens,
gone.
a whole lot of
I hope the
things.
animals did not die.
No.
They had to move them.
I was going to say, how would they live?
No, so that maybe they moved them before, unless it happened at night when they were sleeping or something.
Yeah.
Wow. It's quite serious. You know, sometimes this is not, of course, you're right. The media, I sent a team to Germany to do a
Okay,
report. So Germany, which is the reason why South Dayi is coming.
Okay,
But
okay.
I did not know that Kpando was that affected. So this guy, Ago, he went to Germany to do a report about the effect, and the whole market had been submerged. Germany is the next,
It's not the next from us,
Germany is
but
South Dayi.
South Dayi. You know,
South Dayi.
Kpando has the biggest portion of the lake, you know, in front. I mean, we have like the biggest London side. The London side, like I told them, is completely submerged. So when the pontoon comes, it's looking for alternative places to dock, and it's not easy. I've witnessed a few of them. So we are like historically maybe like the oldest landing site in the Volta region, something like that.
I see. Do you know these areas?
Kpando areas.
Yes, Kpando.
No, I'm not
You are
familiar
not
with the
familiar
areas
with
at
Kpando.
all.
Okay.
But having followed this, we also decided to put up one of the holding centers there in the Kpando area. So that will be the fourth.
So would this be Kpando Toko?
Yes, we are.
If they put up a holding center, would it make sense?
A lot of sense. A lot of sense. I mean, it's not easy staying with somebody.
Yeah, you want your own space.
You want
your own space.
So if you know that this is a space, a general space, you'll be more at ease
Than going to live with somebody.
than going to live with somebody.
Once you think of something to do for them, because you're
Exactly.
saying some of them can never go back to their houses.
No.
Wow.
And even some of them, their livelihood is gone. I mean,
Wow.
farms completely. You know, we supply the nation with okra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lots of the
You are the
okra farm.
okra hub of.
Yeah, lots of the okra farms, they are gone.
They need to come to Kpando Talk, and then they know what we really talk about.
Vivian, are you listening? They say you need to send the reporter to Kpando Toko to come and see. So if we go, we'll still see some of the houses in water.
Oh, yes. you
Even
see.
today?
Yes.
Right away.
We'll see. All right.
I can even share some of the videos and then the.
I will come with our camera.
Let them come.
We want to come and see it ourselves.
Okay.
Sky has another person who's joining us. Amen. So if you can shift a bit, the MP for South Dayi, it's funny thing. The day we announced our campaign, he was on Citi TV. So he then made a direct appeal. He was on air that day, and then he said the same thing you're saying, that we are focusing all our attention on downstream, but that parts of South Dayi had been affected. And Roxanne Nelson, the Fiameko, is the MP for South Dayi. You are welcome to the program. You left this morning?
Yes.
Wow.
I left around 4 a.m.
4 a.m. You came here straight?
Yes.
You know, Roxanne is a Formula One driver.
You have to say that on air,
No. What we know is that he used to do what do you know when he was in UCC. But we didn't know he was a Formula One driver. So, but it's funny, South Dayi is separated by North Dayi before you get to Kpando.
Yes.
So,
And actually, there's another intervening constituency or district, which is Afajato South.
Yeah.
does Afar South also connect to
Yes,
that?
Afajato actually takes Perfect Tono from me and a couple of communities. It's a very
So
it's a
wait,
very funny
so
one.
Kpando is the one with the largest chunk of the lake, but there's also North Dayi, Afajato
No, I
South.
have more waterfront
You
than
don't have
Kpando.
waterfront than me.
Really?
I have more waterfront.
Have more waterfront
I
than
have more waterfront than
You have to
Kpando.
separate this matter.
Yeah, we need to say we have to put measurements.
The business committee has to say the
Yes, we need to say survey.
I never knew that Afajato South even had connection to the Volta.
Oh, they have, like Peve.
Perfect Tono, actually.
Peve Tonu,
Yes.
You know, Tonu,
Tonu means
lakefront.
water. Yeah.
Yes, you know.
which they call Tonu. So then what about North Dayi? Does it have?
North Dine has
Wusuta.
has Aveme,
So
Daingba,
Sabaru Town.
Jome, Sabadu, Botoku, Usuta, Apate Tonu.
These are all coastal
These are
lakefront communities.
Yes.
And then yours is South Dayi.
Yes.
And South Dayi, which are the lakefront
I
communities?
have Glokokope. I have 15 communities.
15 communities.
Yes, inundated.
Are you serious?
But I have 22 lakefront communities, but 15 affected by more than half.
So 15 of your 22 have been inundated.
Yes.
And the biggest one is obviously
Germany.
Germany.
Yes, the markets
Germany, yeah.
where
Is it Germany's low or what?
Yeah,
Yes,
I've been
it's
to
a
this
low
place.
line.
It's low.
Low line. It's like a bay, so it's so low line.
So Germany is the largest of the 15 that has been.
Yes.
What percentage of Germany has been affected?
About 1/3.
Of Germany has been.
Where the Germany market, that famous
It's a fish market.
periodic
Yes.
market.
Yeah.
It's where the transaction takes
Yes,
place.
yes.
The transactional base is completely inundated.
Serious?
Completely gone. It's about 10 feet underwater.
The market is underwater.
Yes. So the market, the transactions now is brought to the main lorry park. I will
Wow.
show you the video. We just returned.
Because
that
the
group,
wow.
Lions Club was there.
Yeah.
They brought me some things. Latter Day Saints, they've also been there. And my classmates from UCC, they were with me 3 days ago. Today's Monday.
Why
So that was-
why are the MPs bearing the brunt of this? Because every place has a district chief executive. Why is it that the MPs are more desperate?
We represent the people.
Yes, we are the people's. We are the elected representatives of the people, and the interests of the people has a direct bearing. The DCs are a bit detached,
They represent government.
They represent
Yes.
government.
and so they are more. And I'll give you an example. We made some interventions to. We made some appeal to NADMO, and so like you were saying, I said, why attention appears to be on downstream. So they came, they did the survey, they were shocked. So they brought about 100 mattresses, 200 bags of rice. Then naturally, Kpando is affected, Novda is affected.
Afajado South.
So they say we should share.
In fact, Afajado South has called me.
Okay.
He called over the
Yes.
weekend
Okay.
that Chaleba. What happened?
Yes, you know. So instead of me taking the 100 mattresses,
He divided into four.
Into four. So I ended up getting 25 bags.
I've received mine.
No, your DC came for it. What happened is that so the DCs took
This is becoming serious.
the DCs took charge, but me and my DC we work pretty well.
Okay.
So I told him
Yeah.
that what you have it will be embarrassing and will also create problems for you on the ground.
too
So
few.
We can't
Yes.
take 25 mattresses to Germany.
So let's
Even
wait.
Germany. So
And then we'll
so we did other mobilization, got some substantial
Before you share.
amount of reliefs, and so we did that delivery 2 weeks ago. We did another one last week.
Samens.
So I'm hoping that if I hear from the great Samens,
So based on what he's saying, he said when Nadmo sent the thing and the alarm blew that he had gotten it, other districts also said they have to
it
share.
wasn't a really alarm. They rather decided that we should share with.
So Nadmo said you should share.
Yes.
So this morning you prepared 2 trucks,
Yeah.
one for Kpando and one for South Dayi.
Yeah.
But they are now telling you that there are other people too in the equation.
No.
So I don't know
You
what
see,
you're going to
thing
put.
is that thing is, I mean, these are the contacts we know, and is the beginning of many other interventions that we are going to do. So following after that, with the knowledge we are getting now, we are going to send relief to all the other places.
Yes, because the Afajado South MP desperately called over the weekend, but I didn't understand the geography. That I said Afajado, there's a mountain.
Yes.
I mean, why are you calling me over relief? So I
So
think you
we're
could
going
confirm
to
that
we're
they have a
going to
big
take
town
some-
called Kweveton,
Yes.
which has,
Tonu.
Tonu has been affected, and he said North Dayi as well.
Yes, I can show you that
Wow.
there's a resort, a beautiful resort.
It's gone.
It's gone.
By
The whole resort.
it's completely gone. I'll show you.
what
No, the
pictures
thing is,
right
I
now.
think what I gather from Auntie Della and Roxanne, that some of these places that have been washed off, we always deal with them with the context that it will dry up next week or it's going to happen. But some of them we are never going to be able to recover again.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's
Yes.
you see, that's why we talk about resettlement.
Yes.
And this is the government's business
Yes.
of resettling human beings who hold Ghana card. Ghanaians, they have to be resettled. I don't know how many times I have to say this.
In fact, it's you've hit the nail right on the head. It's the government's business to resettle Ghanaians. I mean, the attitude has been very lackadaisical. I won't mince my words at all. We are yet to see anything substantive from governments. It's such a shame that private individuals have taken it upon themselves and trying to help out fellow Ghanaians, and then the government itself.
Could it be that because of the coverage, they too have been fixated with the southern part and they have not averted their minds to the seriousness of the upstream situation?
I wasn't expecting this question from you.
He's asking,
just
so
asking.
we'll respond.
No, but what has been done at the southern part?
Samens, but let's even take.
What has been done
issue.
there?
Exactly.
Let's
Has
take the
anybody
issue-
been
Let's
resettled?
take the
No.
issue this way.
No, maybe I'll. Okay,
Let's take the
I
issue
withdraw the
this
question.
way. If you speak of central government, it appears too remote for me.
Yes.
VRA, the statutory body, set up because of the construction of the Akosombo. They are profit-making entity. In fact, they make so much money. As part of their mandate, they are supposed to set aside
$500.
$500,000 every year for a subsidiary called Volta Trust Fund,
Yeah.
Volta River Trust Fund,
That's fun.
to be able to see to some of these aspects of their operations. Because you see, the lake management is a whole department of VRA. And the trust fund was set up by Nkrumah to take care of the reconstruction and the resettlement issues. And the resettled communities are supposed to be managed. So that fund, that's supposed to be the focus of that fund. For the past 2 years, VRA hasn't paid these monies to the subsidiary.
I think it's more than 2 years.
Yes. Well, at the record I have is for
More
the
than
past
2
2 years. So now we are in 2023. So that's the third year, and the third year it hasn't happened.
Maybe it's
So-
COVID.
So the trust fund is
No, it's
completely.
actually Ukraine and Russia war.
So the trust fund is completely incapacitated in terms. So this matter, they haven't said a whimper in the midst of this
If
crisis.
VRA, for whatever reason, have not been able to do it, it still behoves on the government to intervene.
Let me
That's
give
all
you
I'm
this
saying.
scenario. Maybe then you appreciate the point more. Central government hasn't paid a penny since this crisis erupted. It is VRA that has given 10 million initially to NADMO to be able to procure the relief items and distribute around.
So what is central government
So,
doing?
Finance Ministry, central government, the finance minister has not made any commitment.
But I thought that
He was.
finance
Prime Minister was in
made a
what,
commitment.
2 million. He went to Mepe. He met with the MP.
Yes.
And he announced a 2 million CD.
to Mepe.
I don't know where, but
I
he said.
mean, there are several of the several communities affected by this spillage. I mean, to go and make a donation of 2 million Ghana cedis to Mepe, it's like a joke.
But even speaking technically, how is Okucheto supposed to assess that money? If indeed that donation was made to him, you see, the setup must be properly done. We want to see a machinery rolled out by government. You've set up a 13-member committee on I think the 4th of October, some Friday.
Yeah.
That committee was inaugurated.
Yeah.
Till today, the committee has not said a word.
Yeah, we haven't had a
They-
statement.
they-
No
nothing,
statement.
No periodic
No
briefing.
plan.
Yeah.
Nothing.
What are we going to do?
They only
Nothing.
visited the place when the president was coming. I think 2 weeks ago today.
So they hadn't gone prior.
They followed the president to as it were to come look around, and they've never been back ever since.
Let me ask you: is there a caucus of the Volta Basin? Because if I look at the Volta Basin, I think it begins all the way from
From the
Wipe.
north,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you put the MPs which are affected, you probably over 30.
We are over 60. We
Yeah.
have a forum now.
I think that's a very important
are
forum to
discussing
use because from
matter.
They are
Peru,
too
Senate,
quiet.
yeah, I haven't heard anything.
They are too quiet.
We haven't heard anything from them,
You see, because
and it's a bipartisan thing as
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
so it should be more effective.
Yeah.
Kwao South, the entire farm drains the Kwao South area. So Kwao South, you have Echi, Nketepa, Amate, Kotosu. All those areas are affected.
I'm told
And that
there's
is OPK.
OPK.
So
Yeah,
that's
OPK,
in Paris.
OPK.
yes, so he contributed to the statement when it was made. Tomorrow will be a week.
Yeah.
Very passionately.
What about these Donkokrom areas?
Yes, north of Dongokro,
Yeah,
north
From
and south.
plains,
North
yeah.
and south.
Pru East, Pru West, Karachi,
Sini.
so Sini, the entire
Yeah, Sini
catchment
also
area.
contributed.
And
So are you saying the same thing? Are all of you saying the same thing?
yes? We are all saying the same thing because the highest lake water level in the lake is 278 feet. That's the maximum. Now, as of December last year, VRA's own statistics said that we did 277.12 feet as at 31st December. So by 1st January this year,
They already knew.
they knew that
yeah.
the lake was at its brim.
Yes.
And they thought that rainfall pattern would dwindle in January,
So
February.
you thought it could have started spilling from January?
That was what they are supposed to have done, given the levels.
Wow.
But the rains came in January, February, March, April, May. It is the rain have never let down until now. So The entire year we've been doing 277 point something the whole year.
Almost
So it's not a new thing. It's not.
No, so they've been aware.
So
And in 2010,
wow.
the levels we experienced, the highest level they experienced under this crisis was 277.26 feet. In 2010, the lake did 277.54. In fact, that's what VRA gives as its highest water level ever.
Yeah.
That's their record. But there was a spillage. There was no crisis in 2010.
They say it was a drier year.
No, it wasn't drier. Because in 2011, we did 277 on the average.
So if they have started spilling earlier in the year,
In fact, the lake
this wouldn't have gotten.
the
They
lake,
wouldn't have
the
gotten
lake
to
has
this.
been full since 2021.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, we live by the lake. We know when we see the
Since
water level.
2021.
Yes,
The
the rainfall
water table
has always been heavier for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
So those of us who live by the lake, when we see the water level, we know what's happening.
Wow.
So VRA has always been on the alert, and they've done spillage last year. So why didn't we go through this crisis? Because somebody delayed the decision to spill this year.
Yeah.
And if care is not taken, next year it will be worse.
Because it's still raining.
Yes.
It's still raining.
The water table now.
It's higher.
It's
So when you
higher.
dig, it doesn't go much. So there's a lot of water in the ground.
No, at all.
Wow. All right, guys. We brought you for two reasons. We wanted you to highlight the challenge. So also journalistically, we will know how to cover this, and we appreciate what you've done. To also let government know the seriousness of the situation, because even though yours began earlier, relief has not come. So, and we're also not saying that providing one track solves the problem. Luckily, the boss has also, based on discussion with the Kpando people, agreed to do one shelter there, which we'll go and do. But I want you to go outside and go and receive the things. So that I can finish my program.
Okay.
So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Honorable Delasoa, it's good to see you, MP for Kpando. And my own good friend, Roxanne Eche Dafiamekpo, is MP for... Yes, is MP for South Dayi. And if you want to contribute to the relief,